Hi everyone, it's Shannon, aka QB Crossing. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. Today we are going to be touring a natural, elegant town themed island. That's how I'm describing it, just based on what I've seen. I've been so into these structured islands lately, and this one just has a really cool, different aesthetic. Gives me those like elegant core vibes a little bit, but with that natural town feel that so many of us love. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so first things first, let's check out the island map. Let's see what's going on here. So wow, this map looks amazing. I really like that waterscaping in the back with the two diagonal bridges. I am really excited to see that neighborhood in the top left corner of the map. This whole thing just looks really beautiful. We could tell that it's going to be a structured island just by the way that the terraforming and waterscaping is laid out. Also, Dream address is on the screen or in the description, as well as all of the creator socials. So if you're interested to see more of this island, I definitely recommend giving them a follow, checking them out. Their island is just amazing. Super talented creator, as with all of the islands that we visit on this channel, but also lots of cute villagers. I could tell that there's kind of an aesthetic going on here with all of these. They seem to fit this island really well, and I just can't wait to get into the actual tour. Let's see what's going on here. So, okay, wow. Love this time of day, loving all of the green that I'm seeing, and look at how the island is starting off. This is such a beautiful entrance. I think there's just something about these structured paths lately that I am just such a sucker for. Like, they look so good, it looks so realistic, and I feel like I'm just really into these realistic but still kind of natural feeling towns, because I like that we're getting a lot of the greenery, a lot of these trees, and this little like curved pathing also around the kind of main road, how we have that like rounded stone, is so pretty. And just overall, really love this aesthetic so far. So right at the entrance, we have one of the resident reps' houses. I've been so interested to see just how different creators handle decorating on top of custom codes, because it's really tricky if you're someone like me who is used to just filling up space with either trees or flowers, things that you can plant, and when you just have to decorate with items, I think it's really tricky. So they did just a really good job with the different items that they're using, and it just feels so perfect. Everything feels like it's in its place, but still feels really sort of cozy in a way. So we have a resident rep house over here. I see that we have an incline straight back, and then over to the left we have Able Sisters. So this is definitely a bit of a like town area here. I love also that all of the sides of this path are filled in. Like, we have benches over here, and then just the way they laid out the different plant partitions and the bushes, it just feels really perfect. And I like that it looks like they made Abel's into a little bit of a plant shop, because we have these like greenhouse items over here and the bubbles in the background. Such a good touch. I actually have to leave a note for myself to go get one of those bubble makers, because they just add a little bit of excitement to your island. I love that they're moving. I love that it just adds that little bit of movement to your island. Over here on the beach, I'm not sure. Ooh, there is some stuff here on the beach. So good thing I came over here. We have nooks down here. And so we have a really beachy little nooks cranny, super cute. And wow, oh my gosh, throwback to the shell arch. Have not seen this since like 2020 when I started playing the game. I have not seen anyone use this item, but it looks really good. I remember in the beginning of the game, I wanted like all of the shell items so bad, and then I just completely forgot about them. But super cute. I like that it kind of like frames this little area too. So we do have nooks down over on the beach, but I guess since we're over here, why don't we go up this incline? I'm kind of curious to see what's up here and what's over to the left. Wow, I feel like I should maybe open up the camera. Let's take a look around here, because it's really hard to pull off an island like this. I find, at least, like, to make your island flow, to have everything connect so beautifully the way that this does, even with all the different paths that they're using. I just think it's honestly so beautiful. Imagine us Animal Crossing players just got to design, like, you know, the real world. And this is just what it looked like outside in your neighborhood. Like, this is so beautiful. And this is what I'm saying about it feeling a little bit more like elegant core, because it's just the types of walls that they're using. It's just the overall aesthetic here that is giving me a little bit more of that elegant core vibe. So if this is the campsite back here, this is the most elegant like camp walkway I've ever seen. I love that this leads you to, is it the campsite? Oh my gosh. That is, wow. This is the most royal campsite I've ever seen. And this, I love the way that they're using like the towers and the arches, the walls. I've never seen someone lay out their campsite like this. And the whole walkway to it, it's like, this is like glamping to the extreme, right? Because it's all like filled in with walls, but then we have some trees in here, but they're perfectly placed. So it doesn't feel very natural. It's just like, this was clearly man-made, but I absolutely love this. And I'm already getting a peek over to the right side. Look at how pretty. We're in for such a treat with this island. I'm so happy I found this one. I have been looking for islands to tour. Also, if you are interested in me touring your island, I usually look through my Discord as well. We have a like Discord channel for tour submissions. I try to look through there first, but I do try to find islands that are similar to kind of what I usually gravitate towards, or something different and unique, but I'm always looking through there. So if you do want to submit, I would love to see your island, and I do get that question a lot, so I figured I should just bring that up here. Okay, wow, this view right here, I'm honestly, if you could see my face right now, my jaw almost dropped. This is so beautiful. Again, even the way they customize those houses in the back, they have the green doors. So we're getting this overall white and green aesthetic throughout this entire island. This is one of the most beautiful layouts I've ever seen for a little neighborhood. And the pathing that they're using is just so good. Like, I absolutely love this mix of the grass, but then this more like kind of structured path, and then this kind of in between of like brick and overgrown grass. It is so beautiful. It has so much texture, so much dimension. And then we have two villager houses over here with the little baby carriage. So cute. Oh my gosh, I feel so inspired from this island. And I actually was streaming today, so I had actually worked on my island for once, and now I just feel so much more inspired than I originally was. Oh, so there was this kind of like hidden ladder, if you could see it over here, and this is just so well thought out. So you can actually stand up here and get a whole view of this back neighborhood. Is that just not one of the most beautiful things you have ever seen in this game? I swear, every time I tour an island, I'm like, this is the best island I've ever seen. And then I tour another one and you guys come out with just amazing builds like this. The double bridge, everything. This is just literally picture perfect, and I have no other words for it. And I've talked about this a lot, but I love when people think about creating a little lookout area like that. Not only does it just kind of help you if you want more pictures of your island, you get a whole nother view, but it's really cool for whoever is kind of experiencing your island to see it just from different views and see it from different angles. It's just so beautiful. We have a little garden over here. I love the Cosmo showers. I also like that everything on this island feels really symmetrical, but it doesn't feel like boring. And we still have so many natural elements surrounding the areas and just so many interesting combinations of items that the symmetry actually just, it's perfect. It's perfectly surrounded by some of these more organic and natural areas. So over here, I see that we have like a little courtyard, a little place to walk with this road coat over here. And then if we come through this way, okay, so I see when we came up here, we went to the left for the campsite. But if we go this way, that was that little neighborhood that we just looked at. And again, just the attention to detail all throughout here on the sides of this pathing with the bistro tables. It is really, truly stunning. And all of these codes are, they just work so well. I have no other words. Look at all of those pergolas over to the right, just to fill in that space. And when you see it from this upper level, you're still getting a lot of greenery, a lot of floral, just such a nice touch. Ooh, look at how beautifully that transitioned. So we just went over this bridge over here. I didn't even know that there was a bridge here. And then, oh, you guys know I love a diagonal path. Look at this view. Okay, I I have to say it, this may be my favorite island I've ever seen. This is seriously breathtaking. This diagonal path, I have no words. I have no words. It's so good. And all of the greens, I mean, who doesn't love green? And they're just using so many different shades of green, so it just feels like different and exciting, but it still feels really cohesive. So we have 3 villager houses over here with this road code as well. Everything just perfectly placed. I mean, the way that they even put the fencing on this diagonal path, I think it's really hard to get your fencing down perfectly when you're using diagonal pathing. This is just really, it's amazing. It is truly amazing. So let's see, let's go to the left before we head all the way over to the right. But over here we have a little bit of a walkway. This is where we were seeing it up from above before, but this is a front part of this villager neighborhood. I see that we have an incline over there as well. It's just so well done. It's so good. And then we have 2 villager houses with this bridge right in between them. Actually, if you're looking for a fun design to do, or you're just kind of stuck with a layout, I love the idea of having 2 villager houses and then a bridge in between them, like the way that they did this here. I think that's so fun, and I think it's always fun to decorate villager houses in general, so it's an idea that I will kind of keep for myself if I need something to do or something to decorate. But figured I would say, if you guys are interested in making something and you're kind of stuck, I always think that that's a really nice layout, so it gives you a good base to start with. So over here we have 2 inclines, and then if we walk up this way, we have that second layer of the neighborhood. Again, they've customized all of the houses to be green, and look at that baby bridge behind here. It looks so good. Look at that view. I feel like I'm in almost apartment complex, because they look so similar, but they're houses. So I don't know how that works. I guess a housing complex, but this is so good. I also like that they put wreaths on all of their villager doors, because I always forget to do that, and it does add a really nice touch. This little tree branch wreath is really cute. So let's go up here to the 3rd level of the neighborhood. I mean, I wonder how. I just need to know how, because it's perfect. I have not that I would ever critique anyone's island, because I just think everyone's island is perfect. You made it how you want it to be. But if I had to critique an island and this was the island I was on, I would have nothing to say, because it's so good. Everything is so perfect. So let's see what's down back this way. I noticed that we can walk over here, and this is just a really pretty way to handle the backside of your island. I love that you can kind of see through these arches, and then this actually leads to another resident rep house, which of course their house is green. I almost said purple. I don't know where I'm getting this from, but just laid out so beautifully. I think the layout of this island is one of the most beautiful layouts I've ever seen. Look at this little, I don't know, what would you even call this? This little intermediate section here. I don't know. It's perfect the way that they decorated it with the evergreen ash and just these benches and the little round table also. So I don't think I'm going to go that way yet, because I feel like we'll get over there when we go to the right side of the island. I want to walk through this little pergola area here. This is a really cool little pathway. Wow, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. That made me a little bit dizzy. That's super cool, this little pathway though. I love that they really just that might have been an awkward space on their island, but they made it totally fit in with the rest of the island. And then, okay, so over here we have resident services. So this is really kind of the middle of the island. This is where you can choose which direction you want to go in. So just so we make sure we covered all of our bases, we went to the left side of the island here. So you could either go through that little walkway I just came through, or if you follow this beautiful pathing over here, which I'm just gonna stop here and take in this view quick. It's just gorgeous. The way that they laid out the fencing, and then just the depth that you're getting here, it's really beautiful. I also like just the waterscaping that was done, and the way that they laid out this pathing. It really is just, I have no words. We can even get over on the beach here. Oh my gosh, they're using bunny day items, and this is actually so fun. I love that we're getting a little bit of color over here on the beach, because I love the green and white that we have everywhere else, but it's just a kind of fun little like pop and change on this side of the island. It actually makes me like some of the bunny day items, which I never thought I would say. And then these bubbles, they're just adding so much movement to the island. They're adding just a really like fun little touch everywhere. So then over here, again, I really like this way of terraforming when you have a sort of like slab of land. It kind of feels like a land bridge. I guess it is a land bridge because you have the water on each side, but they use this really pretty like deck code, and it just looks super good. And this is over by the front where we were looking at the resident rep's house. So if we were to have went to the right, this is where we would have went, and just great detail all around here. So back over here, I think we're going to maybe head to, I don't know if I want to go over to behind resident services. Let's just see what resident services like looks like, if there's anything back or behind here. So resident services is covered in trees. I love that they really just like kind of enclose this space. And then all of the trees around here, we have like that really nice, like rich, dark color of trees, because I think we're in summer here. Looks really, really nice. So we're going to go over to the right now that we have seen mostly the left side of the island, and just start to see what's going on over here. So gorgeous use of these statues. Like I said, a little bit of that elegant core vibe coming through here as well. And then if we come back here, we're gonna go through like this little gazebo into this fishing village area. And look at the way that they've terraformed here with the dock. Again, it's kind of this like land bridge feel, but not really a land bridge, it's more of a dock. But I love that it's surrounded by water. I love this view. Oh my gosh. This is just really, really breathtaking. To come here over to like the right side of the island now, it feels like it's a little bit more kind of a countryside or natural, because we had a pretty built up left side, felt very much like a structured town. And over here, it feels a lot more like maybe, I don't know, like a fishing village, or just some more of that kind of natural aesthetic going on. So let's see, if we come up here, this like leads us to a whole nother like part of this island. Look at this. Okay, that's their museum. And you guys keep just amazing me with how good you make your museums look, because I hate decorating my museum, and I've said this probably a million times while I tour islands, but this is really cool. I love these kind of like opposite bridges on each, not bridges, opposite inclines on each level here. And I love that you can just like kind of come up here to the top of the wow, I can't speak, top of the museum here, and also just kind of see a little bit more of the backside of that lake. That is just so, so good. All of the wheat fields throughout really give it a little bit of that overgrown vibe also. So let's see, I don't think we can go over to the right side of that beach. Let's continue walking through over here. This island is also really fun to walk around. It just is like very exciting. I feel like you're seeing something new everywhere that you go, and it just feels very structured. Like you're going to be able to get around really easily. I don't think you'll get lost. I know sometimes it's easy to get lost on islands, but they made this one really, really like easy and just clear on how to get around. So over here we have, oh my gosh, this is so cute, this little suspension bridge. And then again, we're getting more of this natural countryside vibe, seeing some of those like stalls back there, and then all of like this entire aesthetic, like even the way that they customize this house feels a lot more farmy. It just, again, it feels more like a rural side of the island. Really pretty. I also like that we're getting in some of those pear trees, because it does give that really farmy vibe and a lot more of this like natural side of the island. Wow, this is so good. I need them to design my island, because just the way that they're laying everything out, like look at these bridges and the way that they're placed, like the one in the distance and the one here. This is just one of the coolest farms I've ever seen. Like the way that they laid out all of these crops. And I love that you see the house in the background. We're even getting that little mountain in the background. really just beautiful. And all of these wheat fields just surrounding everything really help to just make this feel, I don't know, just really like immersive. Let's see, as we come up here, we can follow this pathway. Look at this little like beachy boardwalk that we have that leads you right to the pier. So you can come here, wait for Cap'n, super cute. And it's just really nice. Like I said, they make it really clear how to get around. Their pathing is really intentional, and it just is really easy to see where you have to go. So let's see, is there any way that we can get back any further? That's what I want to check before I guess I go too far to the front. But I don't know. Did we go back here yet? Oh yeah, so that was the fishing part of the island. Duh, I forgot that that's where that led us. So let's just like loop around back here a little bit. I know that we missed some stuff over to the like top right side of the island over here. So it looks like we can access this part of the beach as well, and we have an extension to the farm. I love that they really kept this whole side of the island as this like farmy side, probably where they grow all of their crops. And again, the more rural side of the island. And then over to the left, we have that more built up city, like town feel. It's so good and so thoughtful. I want to do something like that for mine, where each part of my island just feels like really intentional and has kind of a story to it, if you know what I mean. So let's see, I thought I saw like a bridge in the background somewhere, and I feel like I missed it. So let's see, because when we were like up over here, I did notice, yeah, over to the left, do you guys see that bridge? I want to try to get to it. There has to be, oh, what is this? This must be how to get there. Oh my gosh. So I saw that we had that little like angled signpost, and there's these two ladders here, and look at this view. Oh my goodness. That's those bridges that I was seeing in the background. That is absolutely beautiful. What? Looks like a castle back there. That is just stunning. I love the two bridges next to each other. I think we saw those on the map, and I was kind of wondering where they were. And look, so this is how you get there. It's sort of hidden. I like that. I like when you have to do a little bit of work to figure out how to get around an island, or like figure out where some areas are a little like secret, or like a little work is kind of fun. So over here, we just went over one of those bridges, and this is definitely this little like castle here. Just the way they layered everything obviously did a amazing job. And I love that it's surrounded by the water of that lake. And this is gorgeous. It's a little like statue garden, a little sculpture garden with some blue flowers. So we're getting a really different kind of feel over here, because we haven't seen much blue on the island, but it makes it feel really special. And I wonder if I open up the camera, if we can get like a view to the right here of just some of that water with the lake. Really just stunning. I mean, such a great idea for this island too, because it is that like elegant feel, that elegant vibe. And I think you can actually just walk over here as well. It's just a tiny bit of land, but this could be a really cute place to like sit and relax if you like lived on this island and, you know, wanted to read a book, relax. That seems like it would be a nice place to go. So over here, I don't think we went back here. Oh, I think that this was just like connected. Oh, okay, so that's another way to get over to this bridge area. We must have just went the secret way, but we were over in this area before where this beautiful neighborhood was. So that is another way to get over to the little diagonal bridge area. Wow, I cannot get enough of this neighborhood area, by the way. But I think that we may have seen everything on this island. Like I said, I think that this is my favorite island that I've ever seen. It's just so well done. It's so beautiful, and it just feels like a mix of so many different themes, but it comes together so perfectly. Like that elegant vibe mixed with that natural town aesthetic that we've seen a lot of with the islands that I usually tour. I've never seen anyone put like an elegant twist on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as I did. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.